Guys, I was laying in yoga this morning and had kind of a illustration that I wanted to do for you, as it was an epiphany over the last couple of years. I spent the last 2 years really focusing on self-improvement. So I wanted to share with you this analogy, and hopefully that it's helpful for you. I wish I would have learned this 16 years ago, but I learned it today, and not today, over the last couple of years, and it's been super impactful. So I wanted to share this with you. So, as a young child, we're born clear, we're born, in essence, sin-free, but, you look at how pure a child is in regards to their emotions, and they're so happy, and it's just like, man, I wish I could be like that, and have that amount of energy and have that much fun and laugh that much. So this is literally a child, and as we grow older, we start to have external influences and things that come upon us as we get older, and you can pick your poison. But for me, the first emotion that I started to feel that was negative was anxiousness. And I remember like third grade, had gone to a new higher private school that was more difficult for me. And I remember like Sunday nights, I was watching football with my uncle and my dad, and I should have been doing my homework, and I started to get anxious. And basically that's just the emotion that you start to feel, and we start to basically carry on this emotion. And I would say that, my anxiousness wasn't too bad as I was a kid. But I definitely remember, those first initial feelings of anxiousness. And then as time goes on, going through college, having papers due when I was supposed to have them done, more anxiety would kick in. And, again, clouding the person that I am with these, in essence, negative emotions. So time goes on. I start, I get, just before I was getting married, I had about $75,000 in debt, and I was starting my mortgage company. And I was actually pretty carefree prior to being 28, looking to play rugby professionally, traveled to South Africa, Australia, and in those environments, I really didn't have a lot of negative emotion. But I just remember, once the plan had been set of getting married, the intention was to have 4 kids, is that I felt this anxiousness really kick in. So I'm working hard as heck, and, starting to finally see some success. It took me a couple years after I got married to finally see success. I hired a life coach, I hired business coaches, and my business really started to take off. But yet I'm looking at 2015 was one of the best years ever. I'm getting, walked on the stage of all these loan officers in the region for the parent company that I had. And, I'm number one in the region, closing 33 million. But all the while I should be feeling fantastic, but I'm more anxious because now I have a staff of, I think, like 6 or 7 people. And my payroll alone was like $40,000 a month. So you would think that at that time I should be, living the dream, but I was actually more anxious because I had more responsibility. And yet that money wasn't making me feel any better, and I was anxious. So I started getting into personal development and life coaching and being coached myself and really working on it. And here comes a new emotion that I haven't felt that much before, but the new emotion was frustration. So basically 2016, I'm starting to do this personal work, and I'm like, why am I not seeing the results? Now I'm seeing frustration. And the next thing, I'm still working. 2017, I'm working harder than I've ever worked. Frustration. And 2018 comes, I'm busting my butt. We're making our company go independent, and more frustration. So what I wanted to help you understand is that these emotions basically are the blockages in our life that are really, the results that I was getting in my life were not the results that I wanted, and that I was working hard, but I still hadn't cleared up my energy. So what we need to do is we actually need to clear up this energy before the external things in our life get better. And even if we get the external things in our life, this is still how we feel on the inside. So we think that if we fix the things around us, that we're gonna feel better, but we've got all this crap on the inside. And the only way to start fixing that is that day by day, you need to start filling up with the right stuff. And let's say, year one goes by, we did better, we're not full, but yet it's still cloudy. And this used to frustrate me. I'm like, I'm doing the personal work. Why am I still anxious? Why am I frustrated? But these emotions are still in here. You can't switch what we call your emotional home with a light switch. Unfortunately, we're wired for these emotions, and many times that they're negative. Another year goes by, let's get these emotions. And the time is irrelevant, but just letting you know, it's not gonna be an instant process. When I'm doing coaching with people, I tell people, if you saw a guitar for the first time and you pick it up and you finally realize that there was a guitar, you wanna jam like Jimi Hendrix the first day. But unfortunately, if you've played a musical instrument, that you understand it's one little thing at a time. You're not jamming like Jimi Hendrix. Emotional control and emotional fitness, emotional intelligence, all the same stuff. You're controlling your emotions is the same stuff. More time goes by, getting more clear, but I'm not perfectly clear yet. So what we need to do is that we need to focus on filling ourselves up and really clearing this energy out. And it literally is a process of clearing this energy out. Time goes by, months go by, and we're still not clear, but you can see it's getting better. It's getting better. Things are getting better. Things are getting better. And we're seeing this, in essence, energy and emotions start to bubble over. And still, it's taking time before this comes clear. And we're still working on ourselves. Personal development, learning, growing, trying to get better, working out, reading, contributing to other people. And it just still going. And it takes time before you'll see this vase come clear again. And what we really want to do is that we want to focus to coming back to a positive emotion, is that these negative emotions are like a home to us. And no matter what that external influence is, we're going to sit with this home. It's still not clear, but it's a lot darn better. And I got the hose back here just in case I couldn't get this vase where I wanted to in a period of time. So what we want to think about is that if we can do this over time, is it just a hose of positive energy coming in, and basically now you'll see this starting to come clear, and you want to be bubbling over with amazing energy. So the things that I want to embody the most is I want to be excited, I want to be faithful, I want to be loving to myself. Now it's clear. I want to be loving to others. Now I can bubble over and be the person that I really want to be. And the external influences, your physical health, your relationship with your significant other, your business, your finances, your time, your ability to give, can't get better until you've gotten this clear and it's bubbling over with love, gratitude, faith, compassion, contribution. So I had this epiphany today at yoga, and I wanted to share it with you. If you think it's valuable, please share it with other people, because I wish I would have known this before. And it's going to be a daily process, and I'll talk about it in another video, because this has gone a little bit longer than I thought. But I'll talk about this. What are the daily practices? It's going to be in your mind and your body. And I'll go into that further. So if you found this valuable, please share it. If you know of somebody that this could help, maybe send them a private Facebook message with this link. But I hope it helps you. Thanks.